Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And the Challenge Cup, ladies and gentlemen, is underway. And what a weekend we saw. From a South Africa perspective, a clean sweep. 3 out of 3 games, all victories. And it's pretty significant, actually, when you look at the type of victories. With ironically, probably the Sharks being the least impressive, just with regards to the type of post side they did play. But just like the Champions Cup, a couple of very interesting results and a very nice way to start the tournament. A couple of high-scoring games, some low-scoring games, a couple of shock results, a couple of very sort of expected results. But overall, a pretty good way to get the competition going. And I think it's a competition that we need to get behind, both this and the Champions Cup. I think a lot of people sort of roll their eyes in the sort of the build-up, and they're not really getting excited about it. Then when it's arrived, what we saw this weekend is when you actually turn it on and you actually watch, it's some very good rugby and very entertaining. Before we look at the results of the round 1, as well as look at the fixtures for round 2, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, things started on Friday evening as Edinburgh, who personally looked at this Challenge Cup and think that they could be one of the favourites, went down to Clermont, who at home beat Edinburgh 31 points to 18. So, to be fair, I think putting themselves out there as potential early favourites. Gloucester beating a Black Lion, the side from Georgia, making their Challenge Cup debut this weekend at 15 points to 10. Not a bad result for them. They did lose, but you want to get out there, isn't it? You know, you want to get out there and show people what you can do. And maybe a bit of an early warning sign that whilst Gloucester are playing the best rugby right now, that they're not a side that should be taken lightly. And in terms of, for me, the statement win of the weekend, yes, against Zebra Farm, which is not the strongest side. But this is a Cheetah side who haven't played a lot of rugby recently. So to go and get a 33 points to 15 victory in Italy is very impressive. Ruan Pinot just, rolling back the year. Man of the match performance, still going strong. It just doesn't look like slowing down, does he? And I was very, very impressed with what I saw from the Cheetahs, who didn't look particularly rusty. I think they'll only get better as the competition goes on as well. They take on the Sharks this coming weekend, who got a 45 points to 5 victory over against the Po Kids. It's a difficult result to read into because it really was a very weakened side that was sent over from France. A couple of 19-year-olds starting and on the bench, a lot of teenagers playing, which in rugby is very strange, very weird. But at the end of the day, you can only beat what's in front of you, and the Sharks did that. So maybe not enough reason to be overly excited. They've got the Cheetahs this weekend, which they can afford to go full strength. And I think if they can go 2 wins out of 2, I think this is a competition that the Sharks should be prioritizing and should be looking to try and win. Because I think they potentially could do it. A dominant victory over Scarlets from Castrades. Again, it's difficult to, gauge how big of a win this is. Given the fact that Scarlets are not particularly good at the moment. But what a result this was. Ospreys, who had a really good Challenge Cup last season, almost sort of, all the way, but almost got themselves to sort of the quite late into the tournament, beating Benetton. Yes, at home, high scoring game, quite exciting one to watch, plenty of tries, but nice start for the Welsh side, who were really representing the Welsh region. But having said that, Dragons, who have been very so-so this season, getting a very nice result against Rugby. So wasn't this but you look at those 3 results, 2 out of 3 ain't bad with regards to the Champions Cup. The Lions, this for me, what a result this is. A Lions second string side beating Perpignan. What a great result that is, and really it was a second string Lions side. A couple of debuts, youngsters, players who sort of fall into the fringes. And Perpignan's season has been pretty poor so far, really, are struggling in the top 14. There's not a Lions side who are known for their depth. So for them to go over and get that result is absolutely massive for the Union. It means that they can go full strength this weekend, and we'll look at who they're going to play. And they can get 2 wins, then why can't they progress into a round of 16? And who knows, it's playoff rugby. And then the final result of the weekend, Montpellier beating Newcastle Falcons. A decent way to end proceedings there. A pretty close game in the end. If you look at the fixtures for this weekend, Scarlets up against Black Lion. I'll tell you what, I reckon Black Lion will be looking at potentially a first win there. Backing really Clermont to get the job done here. In terms of our South African participation, the Lions will host Newcastle Falcons, looking to respond from their loss against Montpellier. And then a local derby in the Cheetahs versus the Sharks, which is the only local derby you'll see across any of these competitions in the group stages because, the draw has been done, so you will not play against teams in your own leagues. as much as you can. But unfortunately, yeah, well, obviously with being a fourth South African side in there, the Cheetahs don't actually count because I suppose they don't play in the same league in terms of the URC, for example. So that was the Challenge Cup. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. How important was that victory from the Sharks? How impressive were the Cheetahs and the Lions? Which South African side are you backing to go the furthest? Let me know down in the comments below. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.